What's up? Whiskey Ceremony here. So, y'all have seen it. I'm sure a lot of you want it. It's the only American style round baler. Well, besides John Deere, but who cares about John Deere, right? Because even John Deere guys use New Holland balers. In existence for FS22, it is the New Holland and Case IH roll belt series of round balers. So, let's get to it here. I'm just loading up Elm Creek. I tried to load another map, and I'm like, I got bored doing that. So this is my #1 save game, just like on FS19. It's where I have most of my stuff. Anyway, we're gonna get to it here. Little backstory: I've already kind of halfway built the field that I was gonna build. Bell build. I don't know. I can't think halfway straight today. I got up at like 4 o'clock this morning, so and it's like 10:30 here. No, I take it back. It's 11 o'clock here in Virginia, and I got up at 5, so I've been awake for quite a while. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at the baler here, because I don't think I've actually showed it in action at all in the game, but y'all have seen it, plenty of pictures of it. This is the Roll Belt 560. This is the old New Holland paint scheme. I mean, just accurate, good looking. I mean, it's just sharp. The belts, I mean, I did what I could with them. I'm no expert at making normal maps, so they're not like, they don't exactly look like perfect belts, I guess. I don't know. But they look good. Flutter tires. This is the 560. And it's attached to the Case IH Maxim. Which eventually, if I can ever figure out, that should not be on. I don't know why it's on. Anyway. Excuse me. It's attached to the Case IH Maxim. Eventually I'll finish this tractor and release it. But the baler is the next one in line. So let's go over here to the field that I'm working in right now. I think I've already built 2 bales. But this is NEFG Modding's New Holland T6 that I converted. And eventually I'll release it because I had permission to do that. So first things first, we'll go over options, paint schemes, decal options, what have you, with the new baler that I'm releasing this weekend. And then we'll get to seeing it in action, because I don't think anybody's actually seen the baler in action on Facebook or Discord or anything like that. So you're going to get to see that tonight. Anyway, so here it is. Like I said, this is the 560. This is the new paint scheme, which I'm partial to. I like this paint scheme. I think it stands out. It still has that bright red, New Holland red, and that's been around for ever since their sprayed New Holland days and Ford New Holland days. The decals, that little vent right there, that's actually just a decal on the real thing. That's why it's just a decal on here. Anyway, let's look at the options. I don't think I've ever showed this in store. I can't remember my last video. I haven't watched it in a while, so the last video about the baler, I don't remember if I actually ever showed it in store. Anyway, let's get to it. So when you load it up, you get New Holland Case IH roll belt series round balers. They are New Holland agriculture branded. So you get, thanks to AJ Bentley, you get, New Holland and Case IH both in store images. So loaded standard, you get the Series 2 roll belt 450, right? This is your standard New Holland round baler. This will be the 2014 to 2021, I guess it was, paint scheme. So this the blue decal, yellow pickup, yellow wheels. Everything else is New Holland red. So we'll go over wheel options. Trelleborg, so standard, just the kind of like R1 style industrial tires. Very reminiscent of the tires they use on the actual Baler. And then you get the rib tires, which are more like for your 460, roll belt 460 and roll belt 560. Not so much a 450. Oops, wrong one. And then the Case IH color, so you get New Holland color and then Case IH. Because if you didn't know, and for some reason, I don't know why people still don't know, that New Holland and Case IH are owned by C&H, Case New Holland, C&H Industrial, which is owned by Fiat. Anyway, Trelleborg, BKT, Redstein, I don't know, I can't pronounce that. Ramstein, I don't know, I like Ramstein. I'll just call it Ramstein, even though it does not start with an R, but whatever. Anyway, back to Trelleborg, and we'll leave it at that for now. So, like I said, roll belt 450, Series 2, 460, 560. And we'll go through each, and this is something I made this video because I want people to watch this before they go and buy the baler in the store and use it on their farm. Because there's a lot of shit to this baler. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna go here, yeah, and then we'll do like this, and then okay, so that'll work, yeah, okay, no, I'll just make it like that, okay, perfect. No, it's kind of like choosing a skin. So like with my trucks here, we'll just pull this Cascadia. Well, that's not it. That's something I could help somebody on. That's an edit somebody else did. That where's the actual? There it is. So like, say for instance, okay, so you want like this Freightliner, and you want it with not that either. Well, where the frick is it? There it is. So you want an XPO Logistics skin. Well, XPO Logistics does not have chrome mirrors. They don't have a silver cab. You know, you go down here, you say, okay, it's white. And they have, technically, they have just plain black mirrors. And they also have this cab fairing. So, same thing, same concept. So you come back to the baler. So if you choose the baler the way it is, so if you want to stick with the old paint scheme, which I say the old paint scheme, but for 2014 and 2021, it'll come down to the second one. So it says roll belt 450, right? So it says design here, none. So you want to go specialty crop. This is, these first set of decals correspond with the generation / model year or whatever with the paint scheme. So specialty crop, silage special, crop cutter, specialty crop plus, which really technically is only for the 560. And this is none. So when you go to the New Holland decal, right? You select, it goes to none /2 or parentheses 2, whatever. And then it goes into stylish special. See, like you see here, okay, the old decal, the corresponding decal will be right directly under it. Alright, so the new decal is here between these two warning labels. This is where the new decal, the new model number decal, and the new assigned decal or what a special decal goes. So we got 2022 silage special, crop cutter, Specialty Crop Plus. Then nothing. And then you go through all of them. So you go through 560 or 450, 460, and 560. I didn't do the 550, and the reason I didn't is because for some reason this model that I use, that I built this baler with, taking these fins off here, it just didn't look right. So I just left it alone and just did 450, 460, and 560. And this will be the New Holland version. So going back to, we'll just leave it at none here. Okay, going back to the OG here. So that's the standard, New Holland roll belt baler. Okay. Excuse me. So, a couple things with this. There's color designs. So, this is the old school. Yellow pickup, yellow wheels, red baler. Alright, so when you choose, say, the new style, you go down here to rear door color. This will be your first color option. So you have roll belt 2014 to 2021. You have the yellow, which is roll belt new, and the black, which is Case IH. So roll belt new will be your 2022 to now. Body color, you either get New Holland red or Case IH red. Pickup color, New Holland red, Case IH black. So when you choose, and like I said, I know that people will just choose 15,000 options and just make their own thing. I get that, but if you want it to be like accurate to the 1-to-1 scale real life baler, you want it. You want to like listen to this and like actually pay attention. So, the unloading arm color on the new baler, black, which is Case IH. Anyway, let's see. Rim color, of course, is beans. Obviously, you either get silver, Case IH silver, or New Holland yellow. You don't get any other options than that. All right, so that's the 2022 paint scheme. Decal scheme. I still have the West Hills tractor decal on there. And I can't remember if I touched on it in my last video or not about this round baler, but this is PC only. It's not console. It's not so much that it's high poly. It's just that there's a bunch of stuff like, for instance, these UV scroll shader on these belts, which is Giant's software own. It's their own shader. And watch throwing errors. I don't know, but it's up to them. They're throwing errors and they don't work. Well, I take that back. They throw errors in the testing software, and I just don't want to deal with Giants with it. So anyway, that and it's a paid model, which I've heard they don't necessarily mind paid models now, but I don't want to deal with them. I'm getting to the point where I'm honestly getting fed up with them. Like, they nitpick the crap out of my mods that I submit. Even updates that I tried to submit, like the Forge Cruiser failed. Off topic a little bit here. The New Holland Forge Cruiser I had failed. For a bunch of stuff that they didn't even bother to catch when they accepted the mod to consoles to begin with. So anyway, so that's the New Holland side of it. So we'll go back out here. We'll go back into it. So like I said, you get wheel options. You got that part down. So we've done New Holland. We covered that. Now let's cover Case IH. Because like I said, they're the same balers. They're just different colors. So we'll go through all those options. Then with Case IH, you get to RB455. So with Case IH, you want to choose the corresponding color. So the Case IH black. The body color, Case IH red. Pickup color, Case IH black. The one thing that I couldn't fix was the teeth. You see the teeth are still New Holland yellow. That is what it is. I can't, for some reason, they won't change. I don't know why, but we're just going to leave it at that. And loading arm, of course, is black. Rim color, of course, is silver. And that's your Case IH roll belt 455. Excuse me. So, another thing I didn't cover was the silage additive. This tank right here, you can fill it with a silage additive. And unlike FS19, this is actually functional. So I did an edit of Random Sparks's 460, I think it was. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. But anyway, so this tank was not functional. And I actually made this tank out of a Freightliner fuel tank. But this tank was not functional. You couldn't fill it with anything and whatever else, but now it's functional. In this game, it's functional. So when you select the silage additive tank, you can see over here, I don't know if it shows it or not. It probably doesn't. It doesn't show it over here. But right here, like it will actually work. So, anyway, roll belt 455 for the Case IH. 465, 565 premium. And you can go up here to the treble work and choose the corresponding thick boy wheels for the Case IH RB565. So there you have it. That's the options. If you get confused, like I said, with the design, I mean, like, you will see, like, when you choose the Case IH, you don't get the same options as you do with the New Holland. And honestly, that's the way it is in real life. You don't get the same options. So it says premium here, and if you choose 465 and 455, it's the same thing. Premium is, I think Premium HD is another one. I couldn't find good decals to make for the Premium HD model, so I just did the Premium. But these decals here, the Silage Special and all that shit, that's for the New Holland. It's for the New Holland option and not the Case IH option. So hopefully that clears it up. Like I said, if you have any questions, holler at me on my public Discord, holler at me on Facebook, Patreon, whatever. Anyway, let's go back to actually using the baler itself. And that's what you all are excited for, because I don't think anybody's actually seen this in action. Just kind of going around that. There's a silage tank. This is the 560. I didn't choose any specialties on this one, but this would have been a specialty crop plus. If you buy a 560 in real life, it's a specialty crop plus. I mean, the model, these do hook up. I don't know why they're not hooked up to this T6, but these hoses actually do work. But anyway, this model, one, I did custom spec maps for it, so it actually gets dirty like it's supposed to. But this model is insanely detailed, and I spent a lot of time on it. I remember when I started this. I think it was February, April. Oh, not April. January, maybe is when I actually. Well, no, I take that back. Sorry, I started this baler project in FS19, and it never got in game, and I think I started really working with it in January or February of 2022. With FS22, and this is what we got. And let's kind of roll over here. So, jack stand, PTO, hold on yards. It connects to a US style hitch. This tractor needs some work. You see the PTO is like I think it's actually up here somewhere. Anyway, but we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and actually let you guys see the baler in action, because I know that's what everybody wants to see. But it's tired of me, just posting screenshots of it. Anyway. And yeah, I did keep Brad's sounds from FS19 for this tractor. So it's gonna bail away. Actually, hold on here a second. Oh, there we go. Heads up display. That way. Oh shit. Oh. Let's see if I can get some here. Get a pallet of silage additive, and I'll let you guys see how that works. Please. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Alright, so, like I said, silage additive on. And I can't remember how much I actually let it hold, but it does hold a decent amount. I think it's just a cool feature to have. I mean, it's not necessarily like it's necessary or anything like that. You don't have to have it to bale. Which I can't remember. Like, it's a Kuhn baler that's the standard round baler in game, and it's just, your typical European style round baler. So this will be the first US style round baler. Well, probably not the first. I take the back. It's not. Somebody converted a John Deere from FS19. I think Angry American did a Vermeer, or somebody converted his Vermeer from FS19. I don't know how I completely missed that windrow. Anyway, back to what we're doing. Turn on automatic drop, absolutely. No, that's the thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go kind of slow here so I keep up with the windrow, and so y'all can see. It should be using additive, for some reason it's not, but I'd say that's handy. I would have loved to have had that in FS19. Let's see, this looks like it looks really sharp, in my opinion. Like John Deere people, like they always like, oh, John Deere green. I mean, the green and yellow to me, it just looks like unappealing. It's like, congratulations, your equipment looks like, grass and baby shit, but whatever. To each their own. I like blue, red, yellow. I like colors. And also too, like, for me, any Ford and New Holland tractor that you sit me in, I can drive. Case IH for that reason, well, as well, because I can use the power shift transmissions. One thing we struggle with, me and I think I had AJ Bentley look at as well, is the scaling. For some reason, even when I like properly scaled this baler using the standard in-game bales, they were sticking out through the baler. So if you notice, like when I'll show you here real quick. So watch it float there for a second. Okay, see that? Okay, so don't message me about that when I release this, because that's just how it is. Because if it's not, it's like sticking through the back and through the sides, and God only knows what else. So just leave it at that. It's fine. It still works. It looks good. It doesn't stick through the baler when it's baling. And in my opinion, that's really a win-win. So, just take what you can get with it. In my opinion, like, as far as I know, I do a lot of trucks, and it's kind of my strong suit, I guess. I've kind of become the truck guy for Farming Simulator, even though I was a equipment guy first, like tractors, balers, whatever else. It's kind of my thing. Um, there you go. You see all the rollers, everything's animated. Belts are animated. All these rollers. I should probably look at that. I'll look at that first. All these rollers roll, so everything is supposed to be moving in this round baler moves. So you don't want to be standing on here in real life, because you'll die. But if you can see that or not, choppers, rollers, this little roller, teeth, everything moves. So, like I said, I know I've been known as the truck guy, semi truck, Freightliner, Cascadia, and my 352 Pete, and all that stuff. But the reason I started playing this game was because of the equipment. Because, I mean, like, I will never own a New Holland T6 or a Little Belt 560 round baler, or even have the freaking land to use any of it. So, I can go to West Hills Tractor, I should say, down Jonesboro, and look at the equipment and oogle over it, but I'll never own it. I'll never own anything like this, or like I said, the land to put it on. So that's what drew me to this game to begin with, and a lot of like equipment that wasn't in the game when I first started playing, that I wanted in game. Me and like a couple others have brought it. I think now I'm kind of the only one that really does New Holland mods. I know Tyson does a lot of conversions. Um, but as far as like blue and New Holland red, it's pretty much left of me. And this is not the only New Holland hay tool I plan on releasing. Um, Whenever I can get ahead and get time, and that's been my biggest issue with modding this year, has been time. I do a lot of training, and I do a lot of work in my job. So I don't always get the time to do things that I did back when I first started modding. Let's see. What more windrows we got? I can't see if they're freaking trees. Oh, of course I run into a tree. No, not that many. But that's been my biggest issue. Like, really, I should have had this baler finished in like March. But it didn't go that way. I think May, honestly, May was probably the last time I touched this round baler. So, y'all are actually seeing it in action for the first time, and I'm hoping y'all are enjoying that. My videos are kind of long, but I try to like show more detail, show more action than just like, here it is. And if I talk like a banjo, I'm sorry. I'm from Appalachia. It's just how it is. Alright. Okay, so the automatic drop works really good. Something I wish they would have had in 19. So I did do custom dirt maps for this track or this baler. The scaling took me forever. As you can see, with the big wheels, it looks exactly like a 560 would look in real life behind a New Holland T6. I think this is a 175, maybe. I don't remember, but it's New Holland T6, and it's proportionate. Even if you choose like the 450 with just like not the floater tires, but the just standard tires, the standard travel works, they work with like a New Holland T5. So they look right, and they look how they're supposed to look. This conversion is something else I need to finish. This T6, like, Brad or NEFG modding did a lot of good stuff for FS19. And this was one of my main baler tractors in FS19 when I played the game. And it's kind of become that way in 22. That and the Maxim that I did for 19. Which I've talked a little bit. I've talked some about the Maxim. Y'all have watched the videos on that. I don't know if I'll ever finish the Maxim to giant standards, at least. Honestly, at this point, that's why I like this thing on this baler is going to be on PC, because I don't know what giant standards are anymore. I've submitted stuff like, well, for instance, the Wilson Pace Setter trailer that I did, the spread axle trailer, that went straight to console testing right as soon as I submitted it. I had a couple things to fix on the Forge Cruiser, the New Holland Forge Cruiser, when I submitted it. Just a couple things on it. Not a big deal. They were easy fixes. And then on stuff like the New Holland T5, the New Holland 9682, what else did I submit? I think that was it. It was just like and I think the CR1090 Combine, like that one's a recent one. You know, that went through, that went through a lot of it went through like a lot of testing, and right now it's sitting in my repair queue, so to speak, or queue, I should say, not queue. But I mean, they went through it with a fine-tooth comb, and they found stuff that I haven't seen since I made the mod 2 years ago. It's just hit or miss with them. It really is. I mean, like the Forge Cruiser, the update that I added. I mean, I expected it just to go straight to console testing and be submitted or be accepted, just like The Force Cruiser was, but it wasn't. So I don't know. That's why, like with this Baler, for now, maybe later on down the road, like I said in the previous videos about it, maybe later on down the road, I'll try for consoles. But for now, this is gonna be PC only. And you PC guys, you better be happy with this, and you better enjoy this, because this will be the only case New Holland Rail Baler for FS22. I think somebody's working on like an older one, but like as far as the modern version, like there wasn't anything like this in FS19. Like they had random sparks at the reskin of the the reskin of the Roll Belt 150, I think it was, the European version. Random sparks had that one in FS19, and somebody edited that, but they didn't have anything like this. Like I said, I started this in FS19 and never got around to finishing it before the new game came out, so this is what we got. And it's coming this weekend, and stay tuned for it, and I guess just enjoy it, I guess. But share this video, like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Whiskey Sierra Modding. I am unfortunately back on TikTok because for whatever reason I decided that was a good idea. I'm Whiskey Sierra on TikTok. I have a Patreon for my mods. I shouldn't say for my mods. I don't sell mods. Let's just clear that out of the water. I don't sell mods. What I do is I release every mod that I make. If anybody knows me from FS19, they know that that was the case. I release every single mod that I make to the public, free of charge. But if you want to support me, if you want to see more mods from me, if you want me to buy new 3D models and make new mods and the whole 9 yards, then subscribe to me on Patreon. You also get to vote on things. You also get your opinion heard. If you message me just on the internet or Facebook or YouTube, whatever, out of the blue, I don't know who you are, you're just like, hey, can you do this? I'm probably going to ignore it. And it's to say, well, you're just wanting money. No, that's not the case, because if you're actually talking to me one-on-one in a private Discord server, I'm probably going to listen to you more than if you're just Joe Blow off the street. So your voice will be heard through Patreon. And that's why I have it. I like to think that because of that, I make better mods than I did without it. But anyway, so follow me on there, and also check out our new website. I say new, but I made it back in January. It's something I wanted to do in FS19, and I didn't get a chance to. And I started in FS22, and I know the economy's bad right now, and that is what it is. But you know, I have a website. You don't have to deal with Mod Hub. You don't have to deal with King Mods and all that stuff. Every mod that I have released to the public is on whiskeysierramodding.com. I'm hoping, and with your support through Patreon, I'll be able to keep that website. If I lose Patreon support, then my website will be gone, because it cost me a lot of money to set up the website and buy my own domain name. Like I know everybody has itch.io. I have my own website. So, like I said, support me through Patreon, support me through PayPal. I have public Discord as well, and God, what else? Anyway, like I said, I know the economy's shit right now. I know it is. You don't have to tell me twice. But if you want to support me on Patreon, like I can keep buying 3D models to make mods for the future for this game, and I can keep my website up and running, because that website's very important to me, and it's very important that I keep my own domain name, and that cost me a lot. Like I said, it cost me a lot of money, and I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for that support. So like anything I mean, like, if you send me $1 anymore, I don't care. Like, it's really it really means a lot to me, and it really helps me to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, share this video, get the word out. This mod is coming out this weekend, the weekend of June 17th, 2022, Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Get the word out. This New Holland round baler / Case IH round baler, American style, because no one cares about the European style. It's coming out Father's Day weekend, 2022. Also, subscribe to our YouTube, which is another thing too. We reached, I think it was 545 subscribers. Our goal was 1,000. We didn't hit 1,000. You know, I don't think we'll hit 1,000 between now and Saturday, or now and Sunday, but we might. So get the word out, guys. This mod's coming out finally. So, well, like I said, follow me for more. I'm going to try to do more YouTube videos as I get time. I'm a very busy person, and the time that I get off is, it's precious to me with my family and everything. So, anyway, guys, we'll see you next time.